Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe we have the weekly reset for June 15th to 22nd. So, let's go over everything. First and foremost, the Warframe Isleweaver update isn't this week, it's next week on June 25th. So, it's kind of a calm week this week. We have the Mag Makeshift event, we have Tenogen bundle, right? Araxia bundle coming soon. They just kind of like hyped things up, but nothing big as of yet. So keep that in mind. There's just like quite literally not a whole lot going on. So calm week in Warframe, everybody. Calm week in Warframe. And I would say we should be happy for that. So one more week, but we do still have the Warframe in action glyph alerts on Friday. And this week that should be one extra forma. So yeah, gotta catch up with Warframe, man. Gotta catch up. It's just the struggles of the game. So that's all well and good. This week for the Archon hunt, we have the Archon hunt for Boreal, so make sure to grab that blue shard if that's something you're actually looking for. And if it's not something you're looking for, then, you know, you're good to go there. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Pretty calm stuff as always. If you want to go to Earth Iron Wake to get your Rivens, Kuva, and some credits, but I don't go over Iron Wake because it's the same shit every week. Grab some Rivens and some loot if you want, but don't if you don't want to. Now, looking at what everyone loves, the Incarnons in Warframe. This week, it's actually a pretty good week. Ceramic Dagger Incarnon, very lovely weapon, sends forth spectral daggers. I think it's a... What's the big boost on that? Like, you get a good boost of melee. I think you can do punctured, like, melee dowdy type builds on it. Yeah, it's a very good, very strong weapon. Bronco Incarnon, it's not something I use a ton, but it is still very interesting. Ricochets in Incarnon form. So if you have a built-up Bronco Prime, definitely think of grabbing that. The Boltor Incarnon straight up just turns into like a slash damage stronger Boltor when it goes in Incarnon mode, and it just hits harder. Like, that's all there really is to it. It's a stronger, better version of the Boltor. I like it, but the Boltor is still not like the best gun, but it's still really strong and it'll shoot the hell and damage the hell out of people. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Magistar Incarnon. I believe it's still really good for a combo wind-up speed type of stat stick. I don't know how amazing it is. I think Magistar slam builds people like running a little bit. So there's stuff you can do with that. There's stuff you can do with that. But it is just like another melee type weapon. So pretty similar to a lot of other melee type weapons. But hey, look at that seismic slam radius. You're like, oh god, that slam build. It sounds like a good idea, right? And you also obviously still build up a lot of crit. Look at that. Crit chance and base crit damage multiplier by 1x. Obviously, very freaking strong, and you can see why people like building it. So build it if you want. It's a great weapon. Lex Incarnon. I haven't really put much into this, but it's a good gun. It turns into a radiation punch-through kind of forward wave that just hits enemies. If you feel like forming up a Lex Prime, it's really good. Incarnon, radiation, OP. Right, you get big 80 damage boost there, you get decent enough smaller boosts here, and then here you do get a massive crit boost, and you know, that's usually what people are excited for, but I mean, it's a good weapon. So grab any one of these if you're looking for them, because they're all good, but choose how kinda you feel. They're all good, and I wouldn't say anything this week is super OP must grab, or else you're like wasting your time. It's just like the melees are great if you like slam or like melee dowdy combo stuff. And the guns are great if you like punch through and or just high damage. And then of course you can always grab your melee ribbon, pistol or rifle ribbon, Kuva. But this is only if you've gone through the whole Incarnon rotation in Warframe before. So keep that in mind. Those are the Incarnons this week on Warframe. And I must say, they're not really too bad. We go to the non-Warframe Incarnons, also known as the base Warframes. Here you can see Loki, Mag, and Rhino. Especially with the next Warframe update, Rhino is probably not going to be worth taking in the circuit because it's a Warframe you have to farm to progress through the game. So really not something amazingly hard. All of these are pretty simple, easy to farm Warframes. Loki is just the Hyena Pack assassination once you unlock that. Mag, I think, is another pretty simple assassination. Hers is the Sergeant, right? So if you haven't unlocked one of the frames, feel free to farm them, but there's nothing I highly specifically recommend. For now, Rhino's still Jackal on like Venus, right? Pretty much If you don't have Rhino, maybe think of farming Rhino. If you don't have Mag, think about farming Mag. And then lastly, if you don't have Loki, think about farming Loki. That is my personal order of Warframes you should farm here, out of my personal enjoyment. But they're all good for one reason or another, so keep that in mind. Those are the Warframe farms on the circuit, right? It's nothing too bad by any means. So let's take a look at Nightwave. I finally caught up to Nightwave again this week. I was falling a little behind, but hey, I caught up. So I'm level 15. I think the only thing I haven't done is a Lua Hall of Ascension, old one. But hey, maybe I'll eventually get it done, or maybe I'll just ignore it. The usual weeklies of kill 5 hundo and do 15 missions and kill 30 Eximus units, right? Normal stuff there. Good. Complete a defense mission reaching at least wave 12. To be fair, that's really easy. Just go and run a good defensive frame, and you shouldn't really have huge troubles. Maybe like Gara if you want, I don't know. Korra if you want to throw the cage around the defense target. Run anything, you should be good. Kill 1,000 enemies on Steel Path. You're gonna honestly you're gonna get the defense done, you're gonna get the Eximus killing, and you're gonna get like a bunch of kill enemy quests done if you just do this on Steel Path. So that's not bad. Complete 3 nightmare missions of any type, and then help Clem with his weekly mission. This should all honestly take you less than an hour. This is an incredibly easy weekly role for the Warframe Nightwave stuff. Kill Osprey drones or Ospreys with your melee weapon, mercy killing enemies. Yeah, do those if you want, but like who really cares? Already halfway done Nightwave, and I think it's been out for like about a month now, right? A little bit under, a little bit over, so not bad. If we take a look at all the credit offerings, hopefully we have some sweet mods. I know people were hyped for the Sporothrix last week, but let's take a look. EMP Aura mod, grab it. Oh, the Mutalist Quanta mod. Yeah, you should definitely grab this if you plan to like use the Mutalist Quanta. The Infested Mass accumulates AoE damage. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's like meta, but it's cool. Shotgun Scavenger, Wild Frenzy for the Grikata. Obviously pick that up. It's also really cool. Okay, Shield Disruption, Purging Slash on Excalibur, Deceptive Bond on Loki, Directed Convergence on Supra. Oh, is that a Supra? No, this one sucks. Efficient Beam on the Convectress. This one's cooler though. Only consume ammo when dealing damage, and it gives you 150% status chance. Ruben. He's very loud. I think that was legit thunder. Anyways, we continue on. My dog just rudely interrupted because of the thunderstorm. Dizzying rounds for the Bronco. Okay, so you can finish your... It's good if you want to finish your enemies, don't get me wrong. It's just not something I would care about, but it's definitely still like good. Next, you have Purifying Flames on Ember. Allies hit with Expanding Ring of Fire. Cure status. So grab that if you need. They're just like the more easy Warframe mods that you get there. So not bad. Appearance-wise, we just have the usual a ton of helmets. So if there's any specific helmet you want from here, grab it. And we have the chest plate here for the Saturn 6 Wolf. Saturn 6. Bunch of helmets. Okay. We have the weapons. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Daily reminder, if you like the videos, subscribe, like, use Epic Games creator code Pupsker on the Epic Games Store if you use it, and check out all the socials. I have Pupsker for Twitch streams where I'm sometimes there and sometimes it's a VOD, and then I have Pupsker VODs for Twitch streams where it's always Warframe VODs, so yeah, that's fun. Next. Judge that as you will. Now, everybody, we have the Warframe 1999 seasonal weeklies. We have Warframe at 1999 seasonal weeklies here. Let's quickly take a look. Destroy containers. Not bad. If you don't know the meta for destroying containers, just use something like Limbo, max range and efficiency build, and just hit your 4th AoE ability to destroy containers, but you can do other things like Dante as well and Ember and whatnot, but hey. There's Aui's birthday, hit that up. Ooh, Omniforma Blueprint or Kuva. I would grab the Omniforma Blueprint on that one. Yeah. Here we have Amir, Letty, or Quincy. Overshield, Cap, kills Gramp, Overshield. Probably grab that one. Restoration, Orbs, Magazine. Yeah, I'd grab the Amir one. Quincy Heavy Mags is also cool, though. Kill Skuldra troops with abilities. Do a solo Skuldra and just kill them with Dante or any other Warframe that you use, like Excal that can kill with abilities. Friggin' Valkyr, I think, Claws might work. Anything like that, just kill the enemies with abilities. Next up, we have Secondary Arcane Adapter or Arcane. Yeah, just grab the Secondary Arcane Adapter for sure. Continuing, kill enemies with abilities. And then this one is Arcanes or a 3-day resource drop chance booster. That one's definitely better. I would grab that. If there's anything specific resource wise you have to farm or grab, get this 100% and go farm it. Next, we have kill 20 Eximus units. Hello, everybody. And that one's pretty simple. Just kill 20 Eximus units. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Here we have Forma Blueprint, Kuva, So obviously, you'll get the Forma blueprint. Nice. Here we have Quincy, Letty, and Eleanor. Attacks, okay. Radiation. Health orbs created, gain armor each enemy hit. Okay. Triggering stats proc, 10% chance to reload, triggering bullet into the clip. All of these are kind of meh for what I care for. I'd probably do friendly Fallout, but you choose whichever one you like, because they're all like decent enough. Hey, everybody. And then last, kill Tech Rot. Just do a Tech Rot survival. Kill them all. Easy. Next, energy pickup, increase ability range. I like this one, but it's just for ability range. Increase energy restoration. Oh, that one's great. No, I'll pick that one probably. And increase magazine. Again, I choose that. Oh, it is like storming outside. Sorry, so my dog was getting mad at the outside. It's very thundery and rainy, hailing out. Fun times. It's okay, Ruben. That's just thunder. So that's some Orkin Catalyst blueprint, Orkin Reactor blueprint. The TLDR here, pick the one you need. If you need an Orkin Reactor, grab it. If you need Orkin Catalyst, grab it. I need more Orkin Catalyst. Destroy tank. That one's a pain. Just means you have to do the assassination mission once. It's not terrible. It just means you have to do the assassination mission, right? Oh well. And then mark the date for Arcane Enhancements or Kuva. Choose whichever you need at the time. So that's the Warframe 1999 Seasonal Weekly. Nothing really too bad. Let's quickly take a look at Bird 3 and Elite Deep Archimedea over here on Deimos Sanctum Anatomica. If you don't know, you can grab an Archon shard once a week from Bird 3 using the Warframe Elite Deep Archimedea. Like, I don't know. I can't remember what the Sanctum Anatomica area faction is called, the Whisper in the Wall one. But you use their standing, and you can shiny treasure, buy an Azure Archon shard this week. And they cost 30,000 of this Whispers in the Wall faction. I just can never remember what they're called. My bad, my bad. Now, Elite Deep Archimedea shouldn't be too bad. Mirror Defense, Survival, Exterminate. Max Energy reduced by 75. That sucks. Gear Embargo, can't use gear. Oh no, it's gonna be a hard week this week. Oh, I have Zephyr, I can use Zephyr. Cool. Max Ammo on all weapons reduced by 75%. Dude, this sucks, what the hell? And then real shield recharge delayed by 500%. Oh man, this one really sucks. Never mind, we're gonna have a tough time. We have Mirror Defense, Glyph Inflation. Oh god, you guys like inflation? Security system requires twice as many Phosphine glyphs to activate. Cool. Entanglement. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies endure reduced movement speed and parkour velocity. Okay. And then Rogue Convulsions, equipped weapons that deal 5x damage to Overguard and Necromex. That sucks. Parasitic Towers on the second survival. Life Support Towers only activate after 20 enemies being killed within 15 meters of them. And then you have Rupturing Fragments replace Shuffling Fragments. Blah, blah, blah. And then Guardian Xmas units may be encountered, including Guardian Xmas Necromex. Hey! We're gonna get beat up on that. Lastly, Exterminate with Fissures rip into the mission, causing enemy level to go up by 1 every 10 seconds. Destroy them to stop the level from increasing further. Not bad. Enemies deal negative 15 damage, take plus 15 damage, but gain movement speed, attack speed, and fire rate. Yep. Slow moving immortal Duviri Luminous. Drain health, energy from allies who get too close. None of these are like the worst, but it's overall like these that kind of suck. So yeah, have fun doing that, everybody. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but I believe in you. You can do it. Next up, let's quickly take a look at Teshin on the relays. Then we'll take a look at Acrithis, and then we'll finish it off with Elite Temporal Archimedea. Don't worry, I'll remember to timestamp it. No big deal. So Teshin, you can find Teshin, Ghost of Teshin, Teshin's Past at any relay. We'll just quickly run to the straighter relay, and then we'll check things out from there. Shouldn't be anything like big. I think it's just calm, quiet times after all. But if he has an Umbra Forma, that'll be awesome. Teshin! Then you just say hi to Teshin. You say, what's up, friend? Oh geez, there we go. What do you have, buddy? Conclave, Steel Path of Honors. Huzzah! Nothing huge. So, got a stance, form a blueprint over here if you want that. The usual Riven ciphers, right? Not bad. Arcane adapters as always, right? But it's a pretty calm week. Just really a stance form a blueprint. So, yeah, not bad, but not great with Teshin. I know, a little unfortunate, because Teshin never has, like, the cool stuff until Umbra Forma. Warframe really kind of messed with Teshin like that. So here we can quickly run to the Dorma Zone, check out what Acrithis might actually have, and then we'll check out the Lassing 1999 Warframe. We will check out, don't worry, Elite Temporal Archimedea. Dun-dun-dun. I need to make a list video for every single weekly and daily that you can do in Warframe, just for like a quick guide video. I'll try to get that up eventually, but hey. Oh, it looks like at Acrithis, it is the week of the mods. So you have Pistol, Companion, and a Melee Riven mod. Form a blueprint every day. The Arcane here swaps out, so keep that in mind. More Kuva, right? Casual, just random cosmetics, and these swap out constantly. Yay, not actually too bad. You can grab some loot if you're looking for Rivens, but it's like, it's not amazing loot, right? So keep that in mind. It's good stuff, but it's not like game-changing or the best loot imaginable. So, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, last but not least, we're going to go over to Elite Temporal Archimedea at Kaya, Velasco, and then we'll see. Hello, hello. Kaya has, for Elite Temporal Archimedea, Exterminate, Defense, Health Scrub, Tech Rod. Knife Staff Syndrome, lose 2 health when moving, jumping, pauses the effect. Fun. 50% melee combo chance, negative, awful. Ability duration reduced, annoying, but you can use gear. Activating an ability inflicts 50 damage upon you. Okay, so you're just gonna like have a rough time no matter. Gotcha. First, it's an Exterminate, which isn't terrible, but enemies take 95% less damage from non-weak point hits. All supply crates are replaced with explosive barrels. And finally, when killed, Scalded troops drop artillery beacons that summon bombardments. Okay, that one's gonna be a huge pain in the butt, everybody. Hopefully that's not a big issue, but it will be a huge pain in the butt. Next up, we have Defense. We have Vamp Rock. Flare creates a field that disrupts player abilities while draining energy to boost Flare's health. Flare slowly loses health when no players are in range. Cool. Heavy Warfare. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy ammo packs and heavy weapon recall time reduced to 5 seconds. Okay. Bold Venture. Enemies deal negative 50% damage, take 50%, but gain 50% movement speed, attack speed, and fire rate. You know, same as the other one. Not bad. And then lastly, we have Hell Scrub Tech Rod. Pile on. Tech Rod enemies attempt to melee attack Hell Scrubbers, bursting on contact, increasing Scrubber contamination by 33%. Okay. Devil's Bargain. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies gain 25% fire rate at the cost of 50% ammo efficiency. RIP. And then Competitive Streak. Random negative penalties from Amir's and Awie's face-off mode will be available through the mission, or applied through the mission. So you get like random nerfs and stuff. Overall though, no, I don't think Kaya's is that bad. Like, it should be manageably not terrible, not easy, but like not terrible. So hopefully you have some good Warframes and good choices from that. Either way, that is Warframe's weekly update refresh and everything. So let me know what you plan to do. If you're grabbing anything, we don't have the Warframe update this week, so I'll probably be streaming a little less, and I might want to make a lot of videos off stream, so we'll see about that. Maybe I'll be streaming VODs on the main channel, maybe I'll, as always, be streaming Warframe VODs on the side channel, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, appreciate everyone being here, and I will see you next time. Yay.